What happens when the voices that guided us to the final frontier fall silent? These were the faces we grew up with, and now we must say goodbye. For decades, Star Trek has been more than just a show. It was a vision of the future. But as time moves relentlessly forward, we have had to bid farewell to the incredible people behind the uniforms. Today, here on Celebrity Tribute Hub, we are honoring the beloved Star Trek cast actors who died. They shaped our childhoods and defined a generation. Join us as we remember their lives, their legacies, and the memories they left behind. Sir Leonard Nimoy. He was the logical heart of the Enterprise, a man who made it cool to be intelligent and different. Leonard Nimoy didn't just play a Vulcan, he gave a soul to the alien, creating a cultural icon that transcended television. As Mr. Spock, he taught us that the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. Sadly, we lost this legend on February 27, 2015, at the age of 83 following a battle with COPD. His final tweet simply read, "Life is like a garden, leaving us a legacy that will truly live long and prosper." DeForest Kelley. DeForest Kelley brought warmth, grit, and unshakable humanity to the cold vacuum of space as the beloved Dr. Leonard Bones's McCoy. He was the emotional anchor of the original trio, famously reminding us he was a doctor, not a bricklayer or an escalator. His banter with Spock became the stuff of legend, defining the chemistry of the original series. Kelley passed away on June 11, 1999, at age 79 after suffering from stomach cancer. He was the first of the original bridge crew to leave us, but his compassionate spirit remains the heartbeat of Starfleet. James Doohan. James Doohan was the miracle worker who kept the engines running when all hope seemed lost. As Montgomery Scotty Scott, he inspired an entire generation of real-world engineers to reach for the stars, proving that ingenuity could solve any crisis. His frantic announcements from the engine room became iconic catchphrases that are still quoted today. We bid farewell to this beloved miracle worker on July 20, 2005, at age 85, due to pneumonia and complications from Alzheimer's. His ashes were eventually sent into space, a fitting final voyage for the man who always gave it all she's got. Nichelle Nichols. Nichelle Nichols was more than a communications officer. She was a beacon of hope and a groundbreaking symbol of equality. As Lieutenant Uhura, she showed the world that space belonged to everyone, famously inspiring Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. to urge her to stay on the show. She broke barriers with television's first interracial kiss and later recruited diverse astronauts for NASA. The world lost this trailblazing queen on July 30, 2022, at the age of 89, from heart failure. Hailing frequencies may be closed, but her signal continues to inspire millions across the galaxy. Majel Barrett Roddenberry. Known as the First Lady of Star Trek, Majel Barrett Roddenberry was the franchise's constant heartbeat alongside her husband, creator Gene Roddenberry. From Nurse Chapel to the flamboyant Lwaxana Troi, and finally, as the iconic voice of the Starfleet computer, she was woven into the very fabric of the universe. Her versatility allowed her to touch every iteration of the series in unique ways. She passed away on December 18, 2008, at age 76 after a battle with leukemia. Every time we hear that familiar computer voice, we are reminded that she is still guiding the ship. Grace Lee Whitney. Grace Lee Whitney captured our hearts early on as Yeoman Janice Rand, bringing a professional yet undeniable charm to the bridge of the Enterprise. Though her time on the original series was cut short, she returned in the films and Voyager, finally getting the recognition she deserved from the fandom. She was a survivor who overcame immense personal struggles to become a beloved fixture at conventions. Whitney passed away from natural causes on May 1, 2015, at the age of 85. She remains a cherished member of the original family who found her way back home. Anton Yelchin. Anton Yelchin brought a brilliant, youthful energy to the role of Pavel Chekhov in the rebooted Kelvin timeline films. he managed to honor the original character while injecting a fresh, frantic genius that won over a new generation of fans. His future seemed limitless, making his sudden loss one of the most heartbreaking in Hollywood history. Tragically, Anton died in a freak accidental trauma involving his car on June 19, 2016, at the tender age of 27. He was a bright star extinguished far too soon, leaving a void that can never be filled. René Auberjonois. René Auberjonois was a master of craft, completely disappearing into the grumpy yet deeply vulnerable shapeshifter, Odo, on Deep Space Nine. He conveyed profound emotion through layers of heavy makeup, exploring themes of justice, longing, and belonging in a way few actors could. His search for the Great Link captivated viewers for 7 seasons, making him a standout favorite. René passed away on December 8, 2019, at age 79, following a battle with lung cancer. He has returned to the Great Link now, leaving behind a legacy of immense talent and dignity. Aron Eisenberg gave us one of the greatest character arcs in Star Trek history, transforming Nog from a mischievous Ferengi boy into a decorated Starfleet officer. He portrayed courage, PTSD, and resilience, proving that heroism comes in all shapes and sizes. Despite facing health challenges throughout his life, his spirit was indomitable, and his connection to fans was genuine and warm. We lost this incredible soul on September 21, 2019, at just 50 years old due to kidney failure. He earned his stripes in our hearts, standing tall among the giants of the franchise. Brock Peters possessed a voice that commanded instant respect, whether he was playing the villainous Admiral Cartwright or the warm, wise Joseph Sisko. As Captain Sisko's father on Deep Space Nine, he grounded the futuristic show with earthy wisdom, cooking, and the importance of family bonds. His career was legendary, spanning decades of cinema, including To Kill a Mockingbird. Peters passed away on August 23, 2005, at age 78, from pancreatic cancer. He was the father figure we all wished for, providing a steady hand and a warm heart in a chaotic universe. Richard Hurd brought authority and complexity to the role of Admiral Owen Paris on Star Trek Voyager. As the father of Tom Paris, he added a layer of personal stakes to the show, embodying the rigid but principled nature of Starfleet Command. His career was vast, spanning Seinfeld and V, but Trekkies knew him as the man keeping an eye on the Delta Quadrant. Hurd passed away on May 26, 2020 at age 87 due to cancer-related causes. His commanding presence remains a benchmark for every admiral who followed in his footsteps. Gary Graham was the face of Vulcan diplomacy during the tumultuous early days of Star Trek Enterprise. Playing Ambassador Soval, he initially seemed like an antagonist to Captain Archer, but slowly revealed a character of immense depth, logic, and hidden respect for humanity. His performance bridged the gap between the impulsive humans and their logical allies perfectly. Gary left us on January 22, 2024, at age 73, following a cardiac arrest. He taught us that true friendship often starts with difficult questions, leaving a legacy of nuanced brilliance. Celia Lovsky was royalty, both on screen and in her commanding presence as the Vulcan matriarch T'Pau. In the original series episode Amok Time, she presided over Spock's wedding challenge, becoming the first person to turn down a seat at the Federation Council. Her distinct accent and regal bearing defined ancient Vulcan culture for decades to come. Lovsky passed away on October 12, 1979, at the age of 82, from natural causes. She was the original matriarch of logic, setting a standard of dignity that remains untouched. Mark Lenard is revered as the father of the most famous Vulcan in history, playing Ambassador Saavik with unmatched gravitas. He appeared across 3 different Star Trek series and the movies, perfectly capturing the internal conflict of a Vulcan loving a human wife and an estranged son. His portrayal added profound emotional weight to Spock's backstory. Mark passed away on November 22, 1996, at age 72, from multiple organ failure. He was the stoic father figure of the franchise, proving that love transcends even the strictest logic. Merritt Buttrick played a pivotal role in the Kirk legacy as David Marcus, the brilliant scientist and son of James T. Kirk. In The Wrath of Khan, he brought a rebellious intelligence that challenged his father, only to sacrifice himself heroically in the search for Spock. His death on screen was a defining moment for Kirk, but his real-life loss was equally heartbreaking. Merritt died on March 17, 1989, at just 29 from AIDS-related complications. He remains forever young in our memories, a bright spark extinguished too soon. Christopher Plummer gave us one of the most memorable Klingon villains ever in General Chang. In The Undiscovered Country, he quoted Shakespeare while firing torpedoes, bringing a theatrical charisma to the role that rivaled Captain Kirk himself. His eye patch and menacing delivery made him an instant classic antagonist. We lost this acting legend on February 5, 2021, at age 91, due to complications from a fall. He did not go gently into that good night, leaving a performance that will echo forever. Ricardo Montalban defined the word nemesis, portraying the genetically enhanced superhuman Khan Noonien Singh with terrifying charm. From the original series to The Wrath of Khan, he created a villain so compelling that he forced Admiral Kirk to face his own mortality and past mistakes. His physical presence and voice were simply unmatched in the franchise's history. Montalban passed away on January 14, 2009, at age 88 from heart failure. He remains the gold standard for villains, proving that revenge is a dish best served cold. Paul Winfield delivered a heartbreaking performance as Captain Clark Terrell in The Wrath of Khan, a leader forced into an impossible situation. His struggle against the mind-controlling Seti Eel and his ultimate sacrifice to save Kirk demonstrated the highest ideals of a Starfleet officer. Beyond Trek, he was a celebrated actor known for his powerful screen presence and emotional depth. Winfield passed away on March 7, 2004, at age 64, following a heart attack. He is remembered as a noble captain who gave his life to protect his friends. Kirstie Alley burst onto the scene as the original Lieutenant Saavik in The Wrath of Khan, bringing a fresh, intense energy to the Vulcan race. Her portrayal of Spock's protege was both logical and fiercely passionate, instantly becoming a fan favorite in her film debut. She went on to have a massive career in television and film, becoming a household name. Kirstie passed away on December 5, 2022, at age 71, after a battle with colon cancer. Her time in Starfleet was brief but unforgettable, setting the template for future Vulcans. Roger C. Carmel brought a flamboyant charm to the galaxy as the lovable scoundrel Harcourt Fenton Mudd. He was the only guest villain in the original series to return for a second episode, simply because his comedic chemistry with Kirk and Spock was undeniable. With his booming voice and signature mustache, he made being a con artist look delightful. Roger passed away tragically young on November 11, 1986, at age 54 from a heart attack. He remains the definitive rogue of the franchise, a colorful character who always had a trick up his sleeve. Morgan Woodward was a master of intensity, delivering two of the most harrowing performances in the original series. Whether playing the tormented Dr. Simon Van Gelder in Dagger of the Mind or the renegade Captain Tracy in the Omega Glory, he stole every scene with his raw, explosive energy. He was the kind of actor who left a permanent mark on your memory with just a single look. Woodward passed away on February 22, 2019, at the impressive age of 93 from natural causes. His legacy is one of pure, unbridled dramatic power. Yvonne Craig gave us one of the most enduring images in sci-fi history as Marta, the green-skinned Orion slave girl. Her seductive, dangerous dance in the episode Whom Gods Destroy became an instant pop culture phenomenon, defining the alien beauty trope for decades. Also famous as Batgirl, she was a true icon of 1960s television who embraced her place in fandom with grace. Yvonne left us on August 17, 2015, at age 78, after a battle with breast cancer. She remains the emerald jewel of the Star Trek universe. Joanne Linville. Joanne Linville delivered a performance of seductive power as the Romulan commander in the Enterprise incident. She was one of the few who could match wits with Mr. Spock, creating a palpable chemistry that hinted at a loneliness beneath her command. Her portrayal was strong, intelligent, and deeply human, breaking the mold for female antagonists at the time. Linville passed away on June 20, 2021, at the age of 93, from natural causes. She stands tall as a woman who commanded respect from the Federation's finest. Celeste Yarnall. Celeste Yarnall captivated us as Yeoman Martha Landon in the episode The Apple, where her chemistry with Pavel Chekhov provided a rare glimpse of romance for the young ensign. Known as one of the last of the great beauties, her screen presence was magnetic, and she remained a cherished figure in the convention circuit for years. Celeste passed away on October 7, 2018, at age 74, following a courageous battle with ovarian cancer. She was a shining star who always had a warm smile for the fans who adored her. Joseph Ruskin was a true chameleon of the franchise, appearing in the original series, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, Enterprise, and even the films. With his piercing eyes and distinctive voice, he brought a sense of ancient wisdom and menace to every alien role he inhabited, from Galt to a Klingon council. He was a dependable, brilliant character actor who helped build the texture of the universe. Ruskin died on December 28, 2013, at age 89 from natural causes. He was the face beneath the mask that we always recognized and respected. Michael Ansara. Michael Ansara defined the Klingon spirit before prosthetics even existed, playing the legendary Commander Chang. He was the first to give the Klingons a code of honor, a role he reprised decades later in Deep Space Nine and Voyager, completing a warrior's journey. His gravelly voice and imposing stature made him one of the most respected adversaries Kirk ever faced. Michael passed away on July 31, 2013, at age 91, due to complications from Alzheimer's. Today we raise a glass of blood wine to a warrior who has entered Stovo Corps. Lawrence Montaigne is etched in history as Stan, the Vulcan who successfully won the hand of T'Pring in the classic episode Amok Time. Though he had few lines, his stoic presence was crucial to one of the most famous episodes in the saga. He also played a Romulan Decius, proving his ability to embody the franchise's most logical and secretive races. Lawrence passed away on March 17, 2017, at age 86, from complications after surgery. He was a quiet but essential part of the lore, the man who got the girl while Spock got the glory. David Ogden Stiers gave us one of the most heartbreaking performances in the Next Generation history as Timicin in the episode Half a Life. Known for his comedy on MASH, here he played a man facing a ritual suicide, teaching Lwaxana Troi, and all of us, the profound weight of duty and mortality. His gentle dignity brought a tear to millions of eyes. David passed away on March 3, 2018, at age 75 due to cancer. He was a gentle giant of acting who showed us the quiet grace of a life well lived. Robin Gamble was a character actor of immense depth who lent his talents to the Star Trek universe, disappearing into roles that required heavy prosthetics and heavy emotion. Whether playing a confused alien or a weary traveler, he brought a theatrical training and gravity to the sci-fi setting that elevated the material. We lost this talented veteran very recently on May 15, 2024, at the age of 87. While details were kept private, his contribution to the tapestry of the stars remains clear. He was an actor's actor, serving the story until the very end. Camille Saviola brought a profound spiritual gravity to Deep Space Nine as Kai Opaka, the spiritual leader of the Bajoran people. Her warm yet commanding presence provided the moral foundation for the series, guiding Captain Sisko on his journey as the emissary. She was a powerhouse of talent who could convey centuries of wisdom with a single gentle look. Camille passed away on October 28, 2021, at age 71 from heart failure. She remains the eternal Kai in our hearts, teaching us that the Pog is strong. Stephen Macht commanded the screen as General Krim, sometimes credited as Keller in Deep Space Nine, portraying a military leader caught in the crossfire of political intrigue. His performance was layered with dignity and a strict code of honor, bringing a realistic grit to the Cardassian occupation storylines. Known also as the father of Suit star Gabriel Macht, Stephen was a veteran actor with a commanding voice. He left us on September 13, 2023 at age 81. His legacy is one of strength, authority, and undeniable screen presence. Robert Ellenstein is best remembered for his iconic look as the Federation president in Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home. With his unique makeup and calm demeanor, he represented the ideals of the United Federation of Planets during a time of crisis. He also brought his talents to the next generation as Stephen Miller, showcasing his incredible range as a character actor. Robert passed away on October 28, 2010, at the age of 87, from natural causes. He was the face of leadership when the galaxy needed it most. Norman Lloyd was a Hollywood institution who lived to the incredible age of 106, bringing a century of experience to the role of Professor Galen. As Captain Picard's mentor in The Next Generation, he played the man who taught the captain to value history and exploration, a role that mirrored his real-life status as a legend of the industry. He worked with everyone from Hitchcock to Chaplin. Norman passed away on May 11, 2021, from natural causes. He was the ultimate teacher, leaving behind a lesson in longevity and class. Rona Newton-John may have had a brief journey in the stars, but her contribution to Star Trek Enterprise remains a cherished piece of trivia. Appearing as Rajan in the Cindy storyline, she brought a fierce dedication to the role that showcased her acting chops. As the sister of Olivia Newton-John, she came from a family of immense talent and graced the screen with her own unique light. Rona passed away on August 24, 2013, at age 72. She remains a star in her own right, remembered fondly by fans. Bill Cobbs was a screen legend whose face was known to millions, and in Star Trek Enterprise, he played a pivotal historical figure, Emory Erickson, the inventor of the transporter. He brought a heartbreaking vulnerability to the role of a genius trying to undo a past mistake, grounding the sci-fi technology in deep human emotion. His career spanned decades, touching hearts in every genre. Bill passed away recently on June 25, 2024, at age 90 from natural causes. He was a master storyteller who transported us all with his talent. Deep Roy stole every scene he was in without saying a word as Keenser, the loyal alien sidekick to Scotty in the Kelvin Timeline films. His expressive eyes and impeccable comedic timing made him an instant fan favorite, providing lightness and heart amidst the lens flares and action. He was a versatile performer who worked on massive franchises, always bringing a unique spark to his characters. Deep Roy passed away on February 6, 2024, at age 77. He was the small hero with the biggest heart, and the engineering bay feels empty without him. From the original bridge to the Kelvin Timeline, these 37 legends gave us more than just entertainment. They gave us a universe of hope. Their missions have ended, but the memories they created will orbit our hearts forever. We are grateful for every scene, every line, and every moment they shared with us. Which of these goodbyes hit you the hardest? Please share your memories in the comments below. To honor more legends of the screen, make sure to subscribe to Celebrity Tribute Hub. Until next time.
Live long and prosper.